Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketurganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Sutpakarno Herambah Skandapurvajaha Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavignopasantaye Yasyat Varadavatra Parishadhya Parasatam Vigham Vighanti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswarah Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Now, before we move forward to the Slokam 32, last time I asked a question, are you all comfortable? Do you know the meaning of the very first prayer Slokam that we all recite very often in that's on Vedantacharya? And none of you responded saying, yes, I know the meaning of that Slokam. Unless you know it, I was planning on covering that for you before we move on. Okay? Sriman Venkatanatha Kavitarkiga Kesari Vedantacharya Varyo me Sannidhatam Sada Hrudi. So we recited in every Vadagalai Sampradayam of Vaishnava way of worship, you will hear the Slokam. Okay, every function you will hear. Okay, the Tenkalais will not do it. Okay, and only the Vadagalai Yangars will do it. But so, what is the meaning of the Slokam? Have you ever wondered? So, I also encourage you. It's now time for each one of you to first get out of the mental block that Sanskrit is something I don't know. And it's a foreign language to me. We all spend so much time and effort learning machine language and whatever other languages you guys learn to get a paycheck, right? But Sanskrit is a natural language. So I encourage you to put your mind to it, overcome the mental block. And you'll find most of the 40% of the words in Tamil are Sanskrit. So they are very easy, more than that in Telugu. More Sanskrit words are used. So it will be easy for you to understand the meaning. Why I am doing this? Because I encourage you to understand and relate to and experience the meaning of these slokams yourself, not to somebody else. You know, that's all, you never understand it. That it has to be personal. To do that, you have to take the step of understanding Sanskrit. How do you understand Sanskrit? You don't have to learn how to speak. It's good if you do, but you don't have to. It's good if you know the grammar, but you don't have to know the grammar. It's a very, very tough grammar it is, but not important. What is important is the etymological way of understanding, which is each aksharam denotes a meaning. As a sound vibration, it's a specific meaning it has. The moment I say Jaya, Vijay, immediately you think of victory, right? Like that. And we say Jagat. Jaya means, something that comes. Okay, that's to go. Like that, there are each root verbs, you have to look for it and understand slowly. Then 80%, 70% you will understand very easily. The remaining part, you can always, go to a dictionary and get into the meaning. Now, in understanding the meaning, even etymologically, there is everything is a trap or a tool in this world. Everything is a trap or a tool. Trap, the way that we are all getting trapped into pursuing money, for example, pursuing selfishness. These are all traps. But the same thing I can use as a tool to get to Bhagavan's lotus feet. Okay, it's upon how I use it. Like a knife in the hands of a robber performs a different function than in the hands of a surgeon. Same knife. Like that. Etymological meaning. So how do I understand? I can fall into the trap of intellectual scholarships and intellectual gyrations right? And dazzling people with, all that is a mind and intellect level. But Bhagavan says, understand it on a hridayam level. Take the meaning that appeals to your heart, not to your mind or intellect, but to your heart. It must appeal to your heart. Once it appeals to your hridayam, your meaning will be very clear, your message will be very clear, and then you can move forward. So Sriman. So what does Sriman mean? Okay, immediately the way we are conditioned to think, Sri means Mahalakshmi. That's not true. Okay, Sri means bliss. Okay, that is the meaning of Sri. But because the way we always think with the pictures and then Sri Devi, Sri Suktam, where does it say Sri Suktam is Mahalakshmi? Okay, that's a word we have given later. Right? Then we are gone astray. Now, yes, Mahalakshmi comes, the embodiment of resources comes and surrenders to Bhagavan. Why? Because he is the first bhakta, even in our stories. Because she does that, why? Because that is Sriman, where the embodiment of bliss is there, that is Bhagavan. So, colloquially, in our Sampradayam, we say Sriman and Srimati. We don't say Mr. and Mrs. Okay? Right. Why? What does it mean? Now, when we say Sriman so and so, we are talking about the truth. We have gone so far away from our tradition and teachings, it may sound so strange to you. You may even object to the correct meaning today because we are conditioned so wrongly. But what is the correct meaning? Why do we say Sriman so and so? Because what does the Vedas say? Amrutasya putraha. You are all children of immortality, Amrutam itself. You are all embodiments of love. But how does Bhagavan address you and me? He doesn't call me by name or you by your name, because that is given to the body. It's going to go away. He calls each one of us embodiments of love. Prema Swarupalara is what he says. So I've forgotten that. Right? The moment I say I'm a Prema Swarupa, difficult for me to accept it right now, today. Mind plays, no. That is the truth. To remind us of the truth that I am nothing but Prema Swarupa and Ananda Swarupa is the reason Sriman so and so is given. Not Mr. so and so. You understand? So it is nothing to do with Mahalakshmi. Bhagavan is there. Where Bhagavan is present, Aishwaryam is present. Aishwaryam cannot be present without Bhagavan. There is no Mahalakshmi without Narayana in our way of the names that we have given. Please understand that. So, Sriman means that blissful. Blissful of what? Not just regular happiness, but the Atmic bliss, one who is always with Bhagavan. That is what Mahalakshmi does. Always with Bhagavan. That is why she is in the Hridayam. Where Prema is, there Mahalakshmi is. Okay? Now, Srimati, what does it mean? Exactly the same thing. Srimati. Mati means what? Mind. Now, because Bhagavan has created the female form and the male form, and we are addressing people, so there is that difference. But the meaning is exactly the same, embodiments of bliss. But it happens to be in a female, what we call as a female form. You understand? So, pay attention to Sanskritam. It's up to you. You can do it loosely and recite it, but you can also pay attention to it and benefit from it. Sriman, Venkatanatha, Venkate. Now, Venkatanatha Arya. That's why you break it up. Venkata, Venkateswara, we say. What is Venkata? Venkata. You break it like that. Vem means, the moment I say Vem, immediately you think of heat. Isn't it? This is the beauty of Sanskrit, because we are using Sanskrit words in our own mother tongue. So we know the meaning of most of these. We just don't pay attention to it. Veppam, we don't say in Tamil. The Vem means heat. Huh? Oh, no. When. So you have to pay attention to, good question, but you have to pay attention to each word. Like Sankara and Sankara, very different meaning. Sankham, Sangam, very different meaning, exactly. So you have to pay with close attention to what the things are. That's why you have to pay attention to Sanskritam. So I encourage you to read Sanskritam. Learn if you don't know already. It's not difficult. Okay, you don't have to become a master. But you can, it's the time you spend in learning computer language, 10% you spend, you'll benefit 100 times. Okay? So, because you're reading it in English, okay, you can never understand it in English. Okay? Learn to read it in Sanskrit. Spend the time. That'll be my suggestion to you all. In Telugu, you have a little bit of advantage because you can write Sanskritam a little bit better in Telugu than you can do in Tamil. Tamil, there's no way you can write. Okay, very difficult. So coming back, so when kata, that means what gives us heat, difficulties and miseries and challenges and sufferings. That's immediately heat. Kata, remove, to kill, to eradicate, to eliminate. Venkata. You understand? One who removes all the miseries and difficulties and sufferings and the tapam that I have. Venkata. Now, so all those things will get removed, but there is a Lord for that. It happens because there is a Lord, there is a Master, that is Venkatanatha. Understand? There are so many ways my sufferings can be removed, but they're all temporary. It's like my happiness, so many ways I get happiness, they're all temporary, but happiness comes from bliss. The innate bliss is the one that shows up in different ways because of selfishness, right? They're temporary. The permanent is there always. That is why Ananda Swarupa. I'm nothing but that. Happiness is not outside, it is within me. Because I am a form of bliss, naturally I taste happiness. Exactly right. Now, Sankatam, it means we say a challenge, an obstacle, like that. Actually, now if you look at it etymologically, katam, okay. Here, it also means that it brings you, by removing all that, it actually puts you in touch with Bhagavan himself. The word sam comes, the sam. Sam is always divinity. A Sankara, we say, one who always does good things only, blissful things only. Nothing to do with Shiva or Saivite. Please, don't ever fall into that trap. Bhagavan is also Shankara. Sriman Narayana is also Shankara. He's also Shiva. There are different aspects, that's all. Don't make that division and give yourself the boon of another 1,000 births. Why? But I have to get out of the trap right now in this birth, okay? Okay, so Venkatanatha. Arya. What does Arya mean? Arya has got a couple of beautiful meanings. Arya means the form of the lineage of rishis is one meaning. They all have come from rishis only. All of us have gotram. We all recite, even if you don't know Abhivadaya Mantram, we all have Abhivadaya Mantram. Okay? I may not know it, but I have it. This is a lineage of, what is it? Oh, I've come from the Rishi. That's not to say I'm born in such a great family, sir. It doesn't mean anything. So what? My grandfather may be good, but what about me? This Kula, they don't mean anything. Scholarship of education and lineage and all, they don't mean anything. As the question is asked by Yaksha to Dharmaputra, you all know that. Okay? Does Brahmanism come from lineage or from scholarship? No, so conduct has to be. Now, Arya means conduct. What type of conduct? Refined conduct. Trikarana Suddhi. Okay? That, why in the lineage of Rishis? Because Rishis all had that conduct. So if I am from that lineage, I must conduct myself according to that. If I'm a human being, I must conduct myself like a human being. The form alone, it doesn't matter, because Rakshasas also look exactly like this only, not like 10 heads and all this. Some of them look very pretty, very attractive, but Rakshasic in behavior. So conduct is what determines whether you're an animal or a human being or divine. Arya, so with refined conduct. Okay? So Venkatanatha Arya. So in the conduct, by conduct refined by the teachings of this Venkatanatha, by Bhagavan, what are the commands he has given? One who conducts himself according to that, Venkatanatha Arya. You understand? So it's such a beautiful name it is. Arya, I'll tell you another thing, I may have shared this with you. Arya is a Sanskrit word. Now, a couple of meanings I gave. Come down to Tamil Nadu. Huh? Arya? Let me talk about it for a minute. See, please, especially people in our generation, you are one generation younger than me, or maybe two, I don't know, but maybe even three. But see, absolute nonsense what we read in that first page of our history book. It has been disproven repeatedly with no point in even repeating it. So let me tell you what Arya and Dravida means. Both are Sanskrit words. The etymological meaning, if you go, there is no confusion. There will be no confusion moving forward. Arya, I just explained to you, from the lineage of Rishis. Who's not from the lineage of Rishi? Everybody has come from Rishi. Everybody is an Arya. And Bharatadesam was present much, much larger geography than what we think today. Even Russia, as I forwarded to you. The northern part of Russia, as Kanji Paramacharya pointed out, one person came. And how the word Russia come? We asked him, look, in that part, oh, okay, they speak lots of Sanskrit words. He said, yes. And they address each other not as, hey, hello, come, good, not Devarishi. That's the way they address. Even today in northern part of Russia, Devarishi is the way they address each other. And the word Russia itself, it shows it has come from Rishis. Lots of Rishis had lived there. Okay. The one Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Rishi, the name just escapes me right now. So they all lived there. So Kanji Paramacharya didn't research. So don't think India, Bharatadesam. Bharatadesam was much, much larger. So this question of Arya coming from so-called Europe and all is nonsense. That's all given to us by the Westerners, which we must remove this from our mind. So Arya means this, from the lineage of Rishis, and one who conducts himself according to the teachings propounded by the Rishis. Refined conduct. You don't speak, you don't lie, you speak the truth always, you don't hurt anybody, right? Or you live for the welfare of others, samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu, real way of living. Now, that word Arya will come down to Tamil Nadu, it became Ayya. Now, in Tamil, how do we address somebody politely with reference and respect? We say Ayyar. Put the word ir. Immediately it becomes one of respect. Now, the Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh is a recent division. They were all one land before. That is why our Vaishnavism, the family in which this young lady has been married to, Kandadai, has done yeoman service in the spread of Vaishnavism. Not a joke. It is not only Alvars and all that. You must listen to people like Kandadai, their lineage, husband's lineage I'm talking about. Tremendous service for spreading the Vaishnava Tattva. Okay? Now, the same Arya, which became Ayya, in Telugu, how will you say it? They always put Garu. So this Iyengar, Ayyar, this division is wrong. The way we are fighting among ourselves. You understand? At least going forward, please spread the right message and don't fall into a trap. Doesn't matter what others say. You may stand alone. That is okay. But you must stand for the truth. Don't go for the numbers and please. So this is the meaning. Venkatanatha Arya. Now you begin to picture Bhagavan the Desikan comes into your mind in a different way. Oh, he was following the teachings of Bhagavan. That means, like Arjuna did follow the teachings of Krishna, he was following the commandment given in the Vedas, right? Venkatanatha Arya. Kavitarkiga Kesari, in the lineage of poets. There are so many poets are there. He is like a lion, like a leader, like a foremost. This is the one that talks about Vedantacharya, and there's no other way you could say Venkatanatha, but Venkatanatha is Bhagavan's. They explain the meaning to you. Kavitarkiga Kesari is the appellation to Vedantacharya here. He was a poet, he was a great scholar. He's such a great scholar, it's very difficult to understand it. So in one sense, I'm not that crazy about it, to be very frank. You should make it simple for people to understand. Bhagavan never talks in PhD level language. Nowhere you can say Bhagavan speaking in a high level. It is all very simple, like a mother speaking. So he's such a great scholar he was. Great poet. So Kavitarkika Kesari, among the lineage of poets, he was like a king. Understand the first line now? If you read this, I don't know where Venkatanatha Arya, basically he is a form of the Ganta, like the bell of, he was born after our Daya and the Venkatanatha bell and the Prasadama Kapro, he was the person who was born with the blessings of Venkatanatha. Okay, very good question. So because of the Gantam, okay, when the bells and the money born, think. Now, don't mistake me, and I don't want to offend anyone. That is, Gantam gives Nadam, not Natham. Okay, Nadam. Nadam is Dhvani. Nadam is sound. Somebody puts in somewhere in between these things, okay, and then 1,000 people follow it, 10,000 people follow it blindly. Nothing wrong. You follow blindly. Faith is blind. Whatever way you follow, Bhagavan will take care of you. But that is not the meaning. It is a fourth. You must read Sanskrit. Second, Natham, Natha as leader. No, the third da become Nadam. Nadam, third da. See, ta, da. Okay, ta. That ta is Natham. Natha means Natha. Then Sita's Natha was Rama, like that. The one, not only leader, one who takes care of you. See, not who can take care of somebody else, only Bhagavan. That is why Durva's mother sends him, hey, go to Narayana. He's the only one who can take care. So that is Natha. Natha. This one is Natham, is second, Natha. Natham. Third, so pay attention. That's all it. First time. So pay attention to that. Very important. So, but good question. This is how you ask. So that is why it's difficult to understand in Tamil. Okay. So the da Tamil that is written, you must put number 3 on it. So ta, da, da. Da is fourth. This one is third. Da, dam. Okay. You understand? So plus Venkata. That meaning also you have to take. When you go to Bhagavan, you say Venkateswara. Iswara, Natha means basically one. Natha means leader who takes care. Iswara means the ruler, the master, the controller. He is the controller of all the difficulties that comes to you. So he can remove it any time. Then he is the one who pulverizes it, like puts it in a fire and burns it. That is Venkateswara. So Venkatanatha. Okay, do you understand? Happy? Okay. Now, second line. Vedantacharya Varyo. Okay. Veda Anta Acharya Varyaha. Now, Arya Varyaha. Very important. These all words are all very important. I'm spending a little bit time. So I hope you'll take notice and move forward hopefully in the right way. Okay. Veda means Vedangal. Anta, the end of Vedangal. Vedanta Sabha and all this. What is the meaning? Okay. What is the end of Vedic knowledge? It is not Upanishads. Upanishads point to what the end of Vedic knowledge is. Vedic knowledge has to come from within, only through sadhana and with Bhagavan's grace. That is Atmic knowledge. Ekoham. Okay, I am only one. Okay, that thing, I am nothing but prema. That knowledge has to dawn by experience. I am nothing but bliss. That is Vedanta. Okay, now Vedantacharya, Vedanta Acharya. Very important. We use the word Acharya very often, quite loosely. Okay, now what does Acharya really mean? Okay, the etymological word, Sanskrit words, if you pay respect to it, you have to understand the meaning the right way. Then it will become clear to you. Vedantam, Vedangal, Upanishads, all those things prescribe how to live, guidelines and rules. Okay, repeatedly. Okay, not just do this, how to do it, with what mindset. Okay. Yagainaikena amritatvam anasuhu. It clearly says that. We should follow. Not to na prajaya, na karmana, na dhanena. Yagainaikena. Yagainaika yekena. Only through tyagam amritatvam anasuhu. You will get amritatvam. Na prajaya, not through children. Na prajaya, na karmana, not through activities. Vedangal, one part, it says do all the activities. Another part it says na karmana, not through activities, it says that. How do you understand? This is where Hridayama comes in. Then it's na dhanena, not through wealth. We are all pursuing wealth, giving importance to it. Okay? Tyagainaika yekena. Only through tyagam, sacrifice, it will come. So we have to understand the essence, the correct meaning of these things. Then put it into practice. Then you become an acharya. A person who practices the teachings given in the Vedas, Vedantacharya. Among those acharyas, Varyaha, in grammar it becomes Varyo, but Varyaha means the one who is close to, very proximity, we say, Arya also means one who is very highly specialized and skilled, very good. We say good, better, best. The best is Arya. So, among the acharyas who practice the teachings of Vedangal and Vedantam, which is Upanishad, the best among those, Kavitarthika Kesari, Vedantacharya Varyaha. What about him? Okay, you described him. What about him? He's already got it, but what does it mean to me? What am I saying? Me Sannidhatam. Sannidhi. Sannidhi means proximity. Okay? To be close to. Varyaha means is the best I said. Sannidhi means close to. So we say Bhagavan Sannidhi. That means we are close there. Okay? Yeah. And strengthen the skill of focus, not to get distracted. Let the phone ring. You don't worry. She was completely focused. So, the Sannidhi means proximity, right? Close to. Not only physically, mentally and hridayam wise. Okay? To heart I am very close. Mind I am very close. Physically it doesn't matter. Right? Sannidhi. Sannidhatam. That proximity, the closeness to him. Okay? Sada, always. Always means not only at all times, always in all places, in all times. 3 different ways. Time, place, and way it happens. Sada, me hurdi. In my heart, in my hridayam, I am very close to him. One way they try, may he be close to me in my hridayam. No, no, no. May I become close and near to him, keep him in close company in my hridayam. This Kavitartika Kesari, this Vedantacharya Varyaha, may I always keep him in my heart very close. May I worship him. May I keep him as the closest friend, closest guide. Because what is in your heart is the closest. Everything else a little bit farther away. Now you understand? So like that, get into it. Sriman Venkatanatha Arya Kavitartika Kesari Vedantacharya Varyo me Sannidhatam Sadahrudi. Now, our time is up. Okay? Okay. Right. So we'll do Swami 32 next class. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.